Hello, we are the AntiVirals and we have taken upon the COVID-19 track. As we all know, misinformation is the biggest threat or biggest problem the world is facing right now during this epidemic situation. The technology that has enabled us to be in touch with our loved ones and also have rapid exchange of information across the globe has also enabled the other side of it, that is the spread of fake news. These are a few examples of the fake news which have very wide and far spread, and a lot of people have been affected by these news, and that's why a lot of the organizations and governments have issued public warnings regarding this fake news, but they are not so effective in reaching all the people. If you see, more than 40% of the people do not even know whether the news is fake or not, and they have a difficulty of finding it whether it is fake or not. And more than 50% of these people are actually 18 to 24 year olds, and 1 in every 14 people are also forwarding this fake news without even knowing that they are fake. So these are the results published from Ofcom survey. And so how do we tackle this? So the same strategy that we use for containing the spread of the virus can also be used to contain the spread of fake news, which is breaking the chain. So how do we break the chain? So this is how we break the chain, using the facts. Let's If you check the accompanying information for each news or message that you get, like the author of the news or the source it came from and the references that it has, etc., it's like the metadata of the news, you'll be able to identify to a pretty good extent whether it falls under the fake news category or not. We can check for the trusted sources, the article's date, author, their past works, etc., which is like the metadata. So what are we suggesting here is that we have developed a solution that acts as a disinfectant, if we may call it like that. So this is our submission for fighting the fake news with IBM Watson for Call for Code 2020 IBM. So this is the disinfectant architecture that we'd like to call it as, and this gets a message. The user can forward a message to IBM Watson chatbot, Watson Assistant, which uses IBM functions to validate it using external APIs like Twitter, news APIs, and hand-curated information. For example, the fake news dataset, and also COVID-19 API to get some facts, and also the Discovery News API to gather information about from articles in the real time. So let's look at a demo of how this works. This is the Watson Assistant bot that we have designed, and as you can see, we have created a lot of dialogues with a lot of intents, and we have used the webhook to connect to IBM cloud functions and get the result and show it to the user. And here is the GitHub repository for our project. You can find the code here which we wrote for IBM functions and a description of what we made, and the instructions to install and brand yourself on a local machine along with Node-RED for speech to text and text to speech functions. Here is a page that we created on Facebook. We have the Watson chatbot connected to the message, this page message box. So whenever we send a message to this chatbot, it will get back the analysis from IBM functions. So as you can see from here, if I say, for suppose this is a fake news that we got, and if I send it to the bot, this is what it says. There are no references from official accounts, so please be careful while sharing this. And whereas if I ask the bot about a real legitimate news, it says it finds few legitimate sources, and here I found 2 tweets by official accounts. The same way it can use a lot of other sources to gain knowledge from and then improve upon. The same thing I can ask here as well. This is a Slack integration for the same bot. So we call it the news disinfectant. So it gives the same response here as well as we got here. So you can if you get a message, you can just copy the message and then forward it to the bot here. So this is how we integrated the bot, and in future we are thinking of extending this to WhatsApp and other messaging platforms like Twilio, and using Twilio and all for SMS also. So this can be scaled, and this is the closest that we can get to any sharing any post or message on social platform. So here are few other few of those resources that we discussed about the effects of fake news. So and which will look something like this. We are running on an Ubuntu machine using the Node.js Node-RED installation. Bye bye.